Solana dumps. Solana is now officially freaking over. Welcome everybody to the freaking channel. Hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Happy Sunday, happy Monday, depending on the time they're watching. Today's live stream is going to be talking about Solana finally being over. I don't want to be the one that told you this whole entire time, these last couple weeks. I told you freaking so for these last couple weeks. If you've been on my live stream, you should not be surprised of Solana dumping. And I've been calling this thing out since Solana has been at over $100 and something. Ever since Solana hit new all-time highs, I was calling for Solana to go ahead and come down to the downside. Unfortunately, a lot of people are like, hey John, stop freaking fudding, bro. All you do is spread FUD. Solana's gonna go to $500. Like, stop being a bear. Solana's bullish. Solana's gonna pump. Even though there's been nothing but bearish signs since over here that we saw, that it never ever really screamed that Solana was going to continue to go up. Yeah, all the Solana moon boys were telling me otherwise, right? So now we officially have had to dump. I've been quite bearish here since Friday about this move. I did mention there was a possibility of this thing coming back up. Obviously there still is, but right now this is more bearish than it ever has been since I've been calling Solana being bearish around this zone right here. So I guess congratulations. As I mentioned, you know, buy the dip. Welcome everybody to the channel. Dabmaster, Tillery, Dabmaster, Ryan, Sol. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day today. I was going to live stream later on today because I was spending some time with family, so I wasn't expecting this, but I was gonna live stream later on tonight. You know, I was gonna go ahead and live stream later on tonight. You know, for some people it might have been around 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do a night stream, right? Because I want to go ahead and wait till everybody has the chance to go ahead and go live. Unfortunately, Solana dumped, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and capitalize on some clickbait and some freaking some viewers. So for everybody that is tuning into the channel is brand new, welcome. Turn on post notifications. You shouldn't be surprised of this dump. My community should not be surprised. Hope all of you bought the dip, not financial advice. But we've been calling this warning for literally the last couple weeks, dude. Like, straight up, everybody was saying the opposite. I've been getting a lot of hate comments about what I've been saying, and I've been saying quite the opposite. I told you so. I don't want to be the guy to tell you I told you so, but you can go back to all my live streams, and I've been warning about Solana hitting the price target of $69 since what is it, 12 days ago? Let's see, maybe even further down. Yeah, 12 days ago, I've been warning about Solana hitting this price target, which nobody believed me, of course. The same thing with what's going on with the Bitcoin ETF. No one believes me, but we're going to go ahead and see what's going to happen. As I mentioned, my goal is not to go ahead and tops or bottoms. I really don't care. I'm just here to go ahead and warn everybody in order for you to be aware of the market and then not get freaking sidetracked. So when the market does dump, you're not panicking like a headless chicken and getting scared, because once we start getting panics like this, people are going to overreact, right? But you know, when I'm over here calling for a dump for the past 12 days and it actually happens, you don't panic. You buy the dip, right? So hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Let me go ahead and start sharing the Discord with everybody, or the live stream. We are now live. Show me some tokens. Show me tokens. We got that. And by the way, chat, I also want to go ahead and mention, I apologize I haven't gone through my messages. I will go through them today. I do see Ryan just texted me about an hour ago, so I will get back to everybody who has sent me some messages. We are now live. Join me. I will go ahead and reply to everything. I'm just starting my day. Yeah, so good night, good morning, good afternoon to many of you. We're going to go ahead and talk about the overall structure of the market. As I mentioned, it shouldn't be a surprise to many of you. If anything, you should be excited that we are having this dip at the moment. I do want to go ahead and mention, if you want to go ahead and support the channel, make sure to go ahead and use my links down below. BingX, no KYC. The same thing with MEXC. Bybit does require KYC. And for all those always asking me, John, what kind of VPN can I go ahead and use? Well, NordVPN partnered up with us. It is now offering 69% off plus 3 months extra. So you can go ahead and support the channel completely for free just by using the links down below. And then eventually, no donations. I have no donations at the moment. So no wallets, no none of that. So don't try sending me money or, you know, if anybody reaches out to you, you know, to ask for money, don't do that. The way you can support me right now is by using my links down below, which doesn't cost you really nothing except for these exchanges. These exchanges really don't cost you any money, right? The only thing that would cost you money would be like NordVPN and NordLocker, but that's about it. Anyways, hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Let me go ahead and pull up the live stream on my phone now, or should I say my mobile device. Let's go ahead and pull out the live stream on my mobile device. That way so I can read questions, and it's a lot easier to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Wow, we have over 11 freaking watches, bro. I appreciate every one of you right here. Really do. Really freaking do. Happy Sunday. Hey, can you check out AMG? Of course, my guy. What's up, Dab? What's up, Tillery? I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Ryan as well. Mill, hi. How much do you think it's going to dump to? Which price? I don't think it's going to dump too much. It does look like it's a buying opportunity. As I mentioned, my price target for Solana was at the lowest around $69 to $70. Right now, it is around $88. So if you're not here to go ahead and trade the market or time to market, I would just say dollar cost average, because realistically Solana could also go ahead and reverse from here and just skyrocket, right? Is it going to happen? I don't think so. I think Solana still has a lot of ways, a lot of downside to go, especially because we have no area of support. I've been warning this to everybody since over here, since December 23rd. I've been warning everybody about Solana dumping. I've been warning everybody right here. I've literally been warning everybody every freaking day, bro. Like, you can't make this thing up. Like, is this a surprise to me? No. Is it going to be a surprise to a lot of the Solana moon boys? 100%, because they don't understand how the markets work, and they don't understand how technical analysis works. And that's why you're here to watch this channel, right? So understand how the fundamentals and actual technical analysis works. Not because something runs up forever, it means it can continue to run up, right? Especially with the warning signs that I've been giving you, such as the DXY, Bitcoin dominance shifting, the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and all of that. This was like an easy freaking warning for a lot of you. So I hope none of you were freaking, you know, caught by surprise, because I've been warning this for the past 12 days. Yeah, everybody has been saying quite the opposite to me. You know, John, stop fighting. Solana's not going to dump. And here we are. Welcome to the reality of the show, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we have something similar with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's a little bit more bullish, in my opinion, though. I think Bitcoin can have a nice little pump leading towards this week because of the ETF news, and then we could be followed up with a dump. So this is literally what I've been talking about the market for the past over 12 days. As you can see, that's a little bit over 2 weeks now. And I've been giving this warning to the market. So don't be at no surprise if we see one last final pump before we see a major correction in the market. Obviously, buying opportunities, right, for many. So let's go ahead and talk about all these tokens. Make sure to go ahead and show your tokens down below by posting the smart contract. It makes it a lot more easier. Is that even the correct grammar, dude? A lot more easier. It makes it a lot easier for me and the community who's watching these videos pre-recorded to go ahead and access these tokens. So please, if you want to go ahead and share a token, you want to show a token, make sure to post a smart contract on the live stream. I appreciate every one of you right here at the moment. Dadmaster says that looks like a buying opportunity on the rainbow chart. 100%. That rainbow chart is on Bitcoin. We're going to go ahead and talk about Bitcoin in a bit. Glad you mentioned that, Dadmaster. Hope you're having a good one today. Mainstream is cool. Hello, looks like Sol and KASTA are crashing. ETF, or ETH is taking a dip at the moment. 100% mainstream cool. I haven't seen you ever on the live stream, so I would definitely appreciate you if you could turn on post notifications on the video. Dadmaster says you should put banner wallets in the description of every video. Burner wallets. Yeah, 100%. See, the thing is, right now, it's I don't want to take donations at the moment. I think like the best way, like if anybody wants to support the channel, the best way you can go ahead and do it is literally by smashing the like button, which is completely free, literally commenting, sharing the video, and then using the links down below. Like most of you are traders or trade crypto or buy crypto, and you need to go ahead and use an exchange, right? So even if you already have an account with MEXC, well, create another one. You know, if you already have an account with BingX, create another one. This is one of the best ways you can go ahead and support me. Obviously, I make money the more you trade, so ideally I would want everybody to freaking trade on these platforms. That's really the way I make money. But you know, one of the best ways to go ahead and show love and support is just by creating another account. The great thing about MEXC and BingX is that both of these are no KYC. So you can have multiple accounts. You could even have your dog having a MEXC or a BingX account, you know? Maybe set up your mom or your grandma with a BingX account. BingX also offers AI trading, which I will be making a video this coming up month of how that works and the results. But that is one of the best ways you can go ahead and support the channel right now, is by using literally my links. And these are affiliate partnerships that most of you will probably typically use if you're a trader. You know, TradingView, NordVPN, everybody needs a VPN, NordLocker, this is for you to keep your files safe, and then KASTA, and you have a few others right here, right? So this is one of the best ways you can support the channel right now at the moment. That doesn't cost you any money out of pocket. You're not giving me any money, right? You're actually using a service, and for you using a service that actually you need, I get a percentage out of it, right? I get some sort of commission out of it. I don't know what the structure is, but I get some commission out of it, right? So I think that's one of the best ways you could go ahead and show love and support, because then the more people sign up, the more these companies are willing to go ahead and give, you know, sign-up bonuses to the community, which helps both you and I. You know, NordVPN was willing to go ahead and offer that because of the channel. So this is an exclusive deal with us. I'm sure there's other probably influencers that have a similar deal, or if not the same deal, but this is, you know, as an exclusive deal for our channel, right? Dude, I can't freaking speak right now. A lot of these offers are exclusive deals, right? Especially the one with BingX. And the more we show more love with BingX, the more they're going to go ahead and support the community. You know, giveaways, do all that kind of stuff. Talking about giveaways, I have to go ahead and reach out to my manager about that. Ask him if we've received any money from BingX to go ahead and give away to the community. But this is the reason why you should go ahead and sign up. Completely free and no KYC. Enough with the shilling anyways. Let's go ahead and see. Black Ranger says, my price target was $80, sold 2 weeks ago. Nice, bro. Welcome. Glad to see you here today, bro. Happy Sunday. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. How are you doing today, Black Ranger? Mainstream is cool. If BTC has ETH pump, I would image most cryptos will pump across the chain for at least 7 days. ETF done. Yeah, 100%, dude. The thing is that I think right now everybody's getting overly optimistic because of the ETF, which I completely understand. And it's mostly retail that's getting excited, right? Institutional buyers are not really getting too excited. Most traders understand that the ETF is probably going to be bearish news. Can it bring some bullish sentiment like we are seeing somewhat now? 100%. Can it have one last final pump before it has, you know, a top of the market? 100%. But the thing is that most people that are getting excited are mostly retail investors and traders, and they think that the ETF is going to send Bitcoin to 100,000 because their favorite influencer said so. So they're still in that mindset where they think that institutional buyers are here for them. And I'm sorry to break it for you, but dude, institutional buyers, the SEC doesn't care about you. They're here to make money. And I told you that this is all part of the plan. This is part of the plan because eventually there's going to be a dollar collapse. There's going to be the dollar collapsing. There's going to be the debt bubble collapsing, which we're going to go into a lot of credit defaults across the world, and mostly in the US. And as I mentioned, the US has a lot of influence in cryptocurrencies for whatever dumb reason, right? It moves very close to the NASDAQ, which is a tech sector, which technically I guess investors consider Bitcoin as tech. It is tech, but why would it be moving with the US tech sector, right? So with that being said, you know, dollar collapsing, debt bubble explosion, explosion, whatever you want to call it, and then we're going to go ahead and have more easy money being inflated into the market, which means they're going to go ahead and overinflate the dollar, causing more inflation, causing the dollar to be pretty much destroyed across the board, which will then go ahead and have a dollar collapse, a stock market collapse, and then we're going to have but we're going to start off with the debt bubble collapse first. The debt bubble is going to pop, then we're going to have the dollar collapse, and then that's going to go ahead and follow with the stock market. And once the stock market collapses, that's where all that money is going to move into crypto. This is the reason why we have the damn ETFs for. They're not for you and I to make money. They're for the banks to be safe. They know that the dollar is being literally demolished every freaking day. It's being overinflated. It's being destroyed. And they know that the only solution is them accepting Bitcoin now. Allow the ETFs to happen in order for them to move their money or your money that's in the bank into the Bitcoin ETF and all these other cryptocurrencies. So when the collapse does happen, they're taking off. All Bitcoin's going to take off. All these altcoins are going to take off, because then the market's going to collapse. And then that's when I believe, in my opinion, this is solely my opinion. I could be a tinfoil hat person, but so far I've been calling a lot of the things that have been going on for the last couple of years. I was telling a lot of friends and family in the last couple of years, yeah, the pandemic's cool right now, but wait until freaking inflation kicks in and everybody's going to be crying about what's going on with inflation, and people begin to lose their houses, their cars, go into credit card defaults, all of this. Nobody listened. Next thing you know, everybody's crying. Dude, you thought the free money came out of thin air? Like, where did you think the money was going to? You think the money just came out of thin air and went to freaking money heaven? Is that what you think what happened? No. The money has to circulate back into the market. And it has to be paid somehow, right? And we're the price of it. We're paying for the price of it. We're paying for the price of the scandemic. We're the ones paying for the price of the wars that we have no freaking thoughts and no words into who goes to war with who and for what reason, yet we're the ones who pay the price. Politicians don't pay the price, bro. They're the ones that print the money to go ahead and pump the markets. The wars happen, something dumb happens in the world, something bad. There's always something going on around the world globally, right? I'm sure there's a lot of things right now. I don't even watch the news, and I really don't care, because all I got to pay attention to is the debt bubble, the DXY, and how much money the Fed is printing, and I could go ahead and be aware of the market, right? So I don't freaking know what news are going on, but I could assure you there's probably some new wars going on right now. Many of you could probably tell me, and there will continue to be more wars, and that would continue to inflate the market. More easy money being pumped into the market, which causes the stock market to go up, which causes Bitcoin to go up. So long term, we're super bullish. Short term, I'm quite bearish. And the only reason why I've been able to see this is because of the signs of the markets. Like it's just so obvious, dude. Honestly, just so obvious. Like, I just don't understand how people are so delusional and just don't see what's in front of you. Like, they say sometimes the truth is hidden in front sight. And it is. Solana has been one of them. People can hate on Solana all you want. ETH maxis, freaking XRP maxis. But Solana is a chosen token because institutional money is behind it. So what do you think is going to happen when the Bitcoin ETF gets approved? All these other tokens are going to get approved as well. We're going to have a Solana ETF, I could assure you. We're going to go ahead and have all these other altcoins or higher cap altcoins with an ETF, Bitcoin Cash ETF. They're going to have all of this being ETF, right? This is the reason why the ETF is very, very important for the market. Is it going to pump the market? Probably. Do I think it's buy the rumor, sell the news? 100%. Do I think retail is going to get freaking wrecked like they usually always do because they buy the freaking news of what's going to happen? The price, this is what people don't understand. The price of the ETF has already been priced in. The movements that we've been seeing in the market has been based on the ETF news. That's what the reason why the market has been going up. People are like, John, why does Solana go up? John, why is Bitcoin going up? Because of the anticipation of the ETF, meaning price has already been priced in because of the ETF. This is the reason why the market's pumping. We're seeing a top off coming into the Dow Jones and NASDAQ, which I told you has a lot of influence into the crypto market. And we're seeing a beginning to an end, a close to an end, meaning we're seeing some sort of sell-off coming soon, both in the stock market and both in the crypto market. Could this be the time where the freaking crypto market deleverages itself from the dollar? Probably. Maybe. Is it going to happen? 100% no. You have to keep in mind what's going on in the U.S. right now. For the people that are not in the U.S. or not aware of the U.S. markets, which I suggest every one of you be aware of the U.S. markets, because the U.S. markets have a heavy influence into cryptocurrency right now at the moment, for whatever dumb reason that is. I don't know why. Bitcoin hedge against inflation? BS. It's not a hedge against inflation. Not until it no longer is pegged to the freaking stock market, to the U.S. stock market or the DXY, then Bitcoin will be a hedge against inflation. Is it a good idea to buy Bitcoin long term and hold until the collapse actually happens? 100%. Then Bitcoin's going to be worth over 100,000 plus. But if people say, Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation right now, I don't believe so. It's completely BS. People don't understand how freaking inflation works if people are saying that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the stock market. Yeah, the stock market's going up, but is it keeping up with the rates of freaking inflation? Probably not. Right? So That's what a lot of people have to understand, and don't understand how any of this works. You know, Fed rates, all of this stuff, which I understand. It's boring. It's really, really boring things, right? You don't need to understand all of this. But I would suggest you have an idea of how all of this works, right? And I put it very, very simple. So for all of you that are tuning in brand new, smash that subscribe button for me. Turn on post notifications. I'll always give you my opinion. I don't care regardless of what you think. If you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong, I don't care. I'm here to go ahead and give you my honest opinion of what I think in the market. And I've been quite opposite with the market from the beginning. You know, I was bullish on Bitcoin around October. Everybody was saying, John, it's not going to happen. Bitcoin to $10,000. That's what I was hearing back over here around October when Bitcoin was around $28,000 in this zone right here, 27. I was calling for Bitcoin to hit $40,000. You could go back to my videos 3 months ago. Everybody was saying the opposite. John, you're lying, you're clickbaiting. Why do you do this? Bitcoin's gonna dump to $8,000. It's gonna collapse. It's the end. Super bullish right here. This is where I started going in on a lot of altcoins. That's why I made a lot of money during this time. Then comes over here November, and then around this time I'm like, hey, you know what, chat? I'm liking the excitement of the market, but we should be careful because it looks like we will be topping off sooner than later. You know, don't be surprised if we see volatility. We see some sort of market manipulation going on, and a lot of people getting wrecked. People still didn't believe me. Same thing, even with my Solana videos right now. Same thing right here, right now with Bitcoin. I've been extremely bearish since November. Since November, I began to be bearish. And then since November, you know, I guess the price action of what? Bitcoin has gone from what, $38,000 to $43,000? Wow. Same thing with Solana last couple weeks, 12 days ago. For 12 days straight, I've been talking about Solana falling down when it reached $100 and something. I still get freaking comments on my videos till this day. Oh, wow, bro, this aged very well. Well, yeah, it did age pretty well because Solana has dumped ever since I called it. What is there to say about that? Pretty much what I'm telling you. I'm not here to tell you I told you so, because I'm not here to predict the market. I really don't care where the market goes. I'm bullish long term. 2025, I believe, is going to be a very, very bullish year. And I'm keeping my eyes on the DXY. You know, what the Fed's doing, you know, how much money are they pumping into the market? So the Fed balance sheet, and that's what I'm keeping my eyes on, dude. The 10-year yield, that's what I'm focusing on, right? I'm focusing on what the Nasdaq's doing, what the Dow Jones is doing. That's what I pay attention to. I don't pay attention to a damn dumb ETF. I don't pay attention to whether freaking Elon Musk decided to freaking add mining to Teslas for Dogecoin. Can that go ahead and bring in additional, you know, additional volatility to the market? 100%. But regardless of the case, Bitcoin moves with the stock market. So in order for you to understand how Bitcoin moves, you need to understand how the stock market moves. And in order for you to understand how the stock market moves, you need to understand how the US economy works. And if you don't know any of that, then you're kind of out the blue, right? You're just guessing and estimating what's going to happen in the future, which you shouldn't. But a lot of this is very, very predictable, right? Same thing with oil prices. You know, I was telling people years ago that, you know, prices of inflation and oil were going to go up. No one believed me because easy money was in a corner. Everybody was freaking making money. Everybody was excited. And when there was a soon market correction, everybody was crying to their mom. You can't make any of this up, right? Including me. I lost a lot of freaking money last bull run. It's the reason why I'm no longer in the state where I try to focus on this emotional state, and I try to focus on what's in front of me. And what's in front of me, it's very simple lines. Freaking pink lines and blue lines, the DXY, and that's it. That's all you got to pay attention to. It's very, very freaking simple. Understand the sentiment of the market. I'm going to go ahead and read some comments right now. That's enough with my rant right now. Over 26 watchers. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and post your smart contracts down below. And I appreciate everybody posting everything. So let's go ahead and read some comments right now. What do you think about Pi Network? And it's actually quite interesting you ask, Mile, because I actually do have Pi Network myself. I just think it's a very interesting platform, man. So you mine Pi on your phone, right? And I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, so I'm authorizing this app that I don't have no idea what it does. I'm not sure if Pi is open source to begin with. I've never actually looked into the code or read the white paper, but I just started mining it, right? And I'm like, dude, so what is their benefit out of this? I'm mining Pi on my phone, and this is supposed to be a big thing. It's been out for the past 3 to 4 years. Supposedly people from Stanford are working on it, right? And I'm like, what are they freaking doing? And I'm like thinking in my back of my head, I was like, dude, they always say that if something's free, you're usually the product, right? So I'm thinking right here, I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? And I'm thinking that I think what Pi does is that when we install the application, they're probably getting all of our freaking data, bro. They're probably getting all of, we're allowing them to access all of our freaking data, all of our messages, which then is now being sold to freaking marketers. That's how I think Pi makes money. This is a conspiracy theory, but what would be the other case? Think about it. So you're mining on your phone, and what is that doing, right? I've never read the white paper, so I don't freaking know, but there has to be some way that they make money. How the heck are they still running Pi, right? For all these years, for free, supposedly for free. Foundation for I guess donations, all right. But I'm sure they're freaking using our data to sell it. That's what I think Pi is making their money. I think that's how they're making. I mean, think about it. Someone installs your app, they mine, which is probably collecting data or something, and now they have access to voice logs, photos, messages, apps, you know, maps, locations, and now they're able to use that data and then sell it on the open market. That's why I think Pi makes money. Can it be a big thing? I don't know. I mean, not like our data is private to begin with, honestly. I mean, if you're on the internet, like, you don't have privacy, dude. like I'm sorry to tell you, if you're interacting with blockchain, you have no privacy. That was the whole point of blockchain. Blockchain was created in order to go ahead and prevent privacy, in order to go ahead and track everything that you do through this unique number without manipulation. So realistically, no one has privacy, right? I said the biggest asset that we have in the world, in my opinion, is our data. Our data is being used and sold to every freaking day. I wish I had a product to sell you on how to protect your data, but I don't. Besides a freaking VPN, which kind of helps. But regardless, everything you're browsing, watching, listening to, saying, talking, watching, whatever the case is being sold as advertising. So I think the real asset in the world is not Bitcoin. It's freaking user data, dude. Do you realize how much money Google makes, Amazon, through user data, through Echo or Alexa, whatever their freaking name is? Anyways, this is a whole different freaking topic, bro. This is a whole entire conspiracy theory, I guess you could call it. I think it's not a conspiracy theory, but we're here to talk about crypto. So enough with that. But let's go ahead and read some comments. Billy Blockchain, how's it going? Dabmaster just shared a smart contract. Let me go ahead and see that real quick. Oops. I apologize if I go into these rants, guys. I just get in a moment. Like, I really enjoy freaking live streaming. Like, you don't understand. Like, I wake up happy to live stream and be here with all of you and to talk to all of you, and I get excited. I probably get a little too excited. We also have Tillery shared a smart contract. Okay. As you guys could go ahead and see, chat, please go ahead and share smart contracts as you're seeing everybody do. This is the best way to go ahead and do it. Beth, Fran Slow, your hair is sexy. I really appreciate you, Beth. Really do appreciate you. Smash that like button for me, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Suave, how's it going, man? Hope you're having a wonderful day today, my guy. Tillery says Crypto Messi gave S Pepe a shout out. Nice. Shout out to S Pepe, which is Solana Pepe. We're going to look into that right now. Black Ranger says money flowing back into ETH. Yeah, as I figured, bro. I've been telling people all of this. You know, when Solana starts coming down, there's going to be some tokens that are going to do very well. The ones with the communities, for example, like Friend. Friend has a pretty good community. This is the reason why it's been going up ever since Solana has been dumping. And I told a lot of you, there's going to be two cases with these Solana meme tokens. They're either going to collapse and they're completely over with, or two, because the community is so freaking strong, as Solana's dumping, these meme tokens are going to moon. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now also with Friend. This is the reason why Friend hasn't collapsed. It's actually been going up every day because it has a strong community, right? I don't know what they do, but I just know that Dabmaster and a lot of people in the community that I respect are into this token. Let's see what S Pepe is doing, Solana Pepe. This thing's still around the area of support, so I'd go ahead and keep my eyes out on this. To go ahead and call this, I guess, bullish, I would like to go ahead and see Solana Pepe break towards this area right here, which is around the 1352, which is breaking 1-0, and that'd be I'm assuming that's over 100% pump. Billy, Kim, how you been, Kim? Long time no see. I hope you're having a good one today. Happy New Year's and happy holidays. I'm glad to see you, Kim. I don't think I've seen you ever on my live streams. I always see you like message and comment on my videos, but I don't think I've ever seen you on my live stream. So a round of applause for Kim for being here. Mile, what's gonna launch? I'm afraid even my grandson can't see that day. When it's gonna launch? You're talking about the Bitcoin ETF. The Bitcoin ETF is supposed to be launching this week, is what the news is all about. We could actually go ahead and see this on CoinDesk right here, and we actually see these two articles, right? I saw this one that I found quite interesting. Arthur Hayes foresees 30% Bitcoin crash and amid vicious wipeout. Here's why. And I've been saying about this all the time, bro. Like, you don't need someone to go ahead and, I don't even know who this guy is. Maybe he's a freaking a smart guy that we should all listen to, but it doesn't require freaking rocket scientists to understand and tell you that there's going to be a correction on Bitcoin, you know? That's what people don't understand. But let's go ahead and read this real quick. While crypto investors are fixated on an immediate spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund ETF decision that could propel Bitcoin's price even higher, Arthur Hines, the chief investment officer, ex-CEO at BitMEXC, warned about a potential 20 to 30% plunge in the next couple months. In Friday, Haynes outlined looming risk for U.S. banks and markets potentially colliding in March and triggering a liquidity rug pull, even akin to the banking crisis last March. What did we have last March? A freaking bank run, bro. Am I surprised that a possible bank run might happen again? No. And this all has to do with the freaking dollar collapsing, as I continue to say. Crypto liquidity rug pull. I don't know what this is. This is some dumb rug pull, I guess. But anyways, you heard it from this investor. In this scenario plays out, Haynes outlined Bitcoin will occur a healthy 20% or 30% from early March prices, according to the I can't even read. According to the blog post, this decline could be as much as 40% if Bitcoin rallies to 60 to 70,000 in the coming weeks. So here you hear it now, dude. A freaking actual financial analyst, a financial advisor, which obviously I'm not a financial advisor, right? I don't have credentials to be a financial advisor, but I've been saying the same damn thing. I've been saying exactly the same freaking thing. We need a 20, I wouldn't even say 20. I think we need a 30% correction in order to be healthy. And if we continue to go up 60 to $70,000 Bitcoin, we're going to go ahead and get a 40% correction. I've been saying this. Crypto Quant says the spot-based ETF approval could be a seldom used event and Bitcoin could drop to $32,000. The surprising thing is I've been calling for $32,000 Bitcoin. I think a lot of investors and traders are looking at $32,000. Now, can you be like, hey, John, what if they're just trying to like scare us and make us think that Bitcoin's in a dump and Bitcoin actually hits $100,000? Is that possible? 100%. 100%. And that's the unfortunate thing, right? That's why I'm not here to predict the markets, because realistically, Bitcoin could hit $100,000. It could hit $1 million for all we know. But I really freaking doubt it's going to happen. Can it happen? 100%. We also see this one right here. Final Bitcoin ETF application filings get posted by major U.S. exchanges. U.S. spot exchange traded funds appear to be on the verge of launching after exchanges that will list them filled amended documents suggesting they expect U.S. Securities and Commission approval in the coming days. Filled in behalf of BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, and the other issuers joined last month's amended S1 filings addressing feedback from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. More than a dozen applicants hope to launch the first Bitcoin ETF in the U.S. It's likely multiple issuers to be approved. Individuals at the different issuers told Coinbase on Thursday that their companies anticipate approval sometime next week. So we should be seeing some sort of freaking deadline, a final deadline of the SEC action for at least one application by ARC21 shares is January 10th, suggesting that the regulator may approve all the final applications as is comfortable by that date. So we have until the 10th, which is the next couple days. I believe the 10th is on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. to go ahead and finalize all the approvals. Do I think there's going to be a rejection to it? I don't think so. I think the worst thing that could happen is they get pushed back. Will a Bitcoin ETF happen? 100%. I think a Bitcoin ETF is going to happen, and that's just due to the fact that I just told you we're going to go ahead and see a dollar collapse. So these institutions are better off with the SEC to go ahead and do something with the damn ETF in order for them not to go ahead and get completely wrecked in this market and have all their clients completely wrecked, right? So this is not for you and I. This is for the big players to go ahead and pivot their money, move their money. That's all they're doing. They're just moving their money. They're not here to make you and I rich. They're not here for us to be the winners. They're here for them to be the winners, meaning they're here for them to have control of the market. So if you thought the crypto markets were manipulated already, we'll expect more manipulation moving forward after we get the ETF. This is the reason why I've been quite bearish. For anybody that really believes in a decentralized market should understand what an ETF actually brings to the table. But realistically, most people won't comprehend any of this because they just go based off the hype of what's going on, right? Not the actual logic behind it, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and see. Mainstream is cool. Is Cock Inu dead or will it be revived? I think Cock Inu is going to come back. We were actually just talking about that not that long ago. Let's go ahead and talk about what other tokens were you guys shilling me. Continue to show more tokens, chat. Okay, we already talked about SPEPE. What other token? Ryan has a token for us. Dinero, how's it going, my guy? Long time no see, bro. Hope you're having a good one today. Happy holidays and happy New Year's. MMG, Meta. Slow is on a sell today, 100%. Tillery, Bongzilla. Let's go ahead and look at Bongzilla. Hey, shout out to freaking Dab Master, bro. He won. I think he won like $15 on Billy's block. Billy Blockchain's live stream today. This guy stays winning things, man. Dab Master says, friend is a meme coin. It will be the reward of P2 game. Also, you'll be able to buy NFTs from certain artists with friends. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Meta minigames. Meta minigames. Where is this thing at? 243,000 market cap. It's not doing too bad. I mean, very, very low volume, though. It's at $145 of volume, but definitely these are the kind of projects that are worth sometimes taking the risk and throwing $100 because of the low market cap. Liquidity is quite low too, I do want to mention, and it's not locked, so just go ahead and be aware of that. Wasn't somebody talking about Side recently? Who was it? Was it Delan or was it Dab? Somebody was talking about friggin' Side. Oh no, it was Soto. I think it was Soto. 33%. Yeah, shout out to Billy, bro. He's been killing it lately on his freaking YouTube channel, bro. Proud of him, man. Just proud of him. We've come a long way, man. It's crazy. We had a channel together freaking years ago. So it's great to go ahead and see other people around me, you know, winning as well. I think for me, that's what makes me more excited. You know, when I hear stories of people like telling me like, dude, I made all this money, all this, like, it's freaking exciting. I thought it was you, bro. Oh, it wasn't you on that token? Yeah, I saw that, dude. That's freaking insane. But that's pretty much it on my end, chat. Like, I kind of went on my rant. I don't think I've talked about the prices that we should be expecting. So let me go ahead and do some technical analysis with Solana because I went on this overall rant of the market, which has something to do with Solana, not exactly. But looking at Solana, let's go ahead and start off with the daily, right? For all those that are watching pre-recorded, make sure to smash that like button for me. But I was quite bearish on Solana, I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Since around these levels right here at the 1010, we continue to go ahead and get rejected, come back down, making newer lows. And we actually broke this area of support that we once had, which was 96. And I've been warning everybody about Solana because Solana has never established some real support. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what your freaking favorite influencer said about Solana hitting $500 next week. I've said that because I've used clickbait. But I've always been honest and neutral with everybody, right? Solana, I mentioned that Solana was going to dump a lot harder at these levels because of no actual area of support being found, right? Solana really has no freaking support, dude, to be honest. So I do expect Solana to go ahead and come back down to these levels of 69 and 70. And realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually even see Solana come down to 50 bucks. That's my true honesty right here with Solana. If you're long on Solana right now, the only thing you should be worried about is if you're in a leverage position. If you're shorting the market on leverage, congratulations. Make sure you go ahead and use my links down below if you're looking to short the market or open up any shorts. BingX is no KYC and so is MEXC. I know we've been having a lot of fun with MEXC, so I would suggest Bybit and BingX. I think I will be doing a full-on transition with BingX, but I think it's always good to go ahead and have multiple exchanges to go ahead and trade on, because you never want to rely on just one exchange, right? So with that being said, I've been talking about, you know, how a shorting opportunity for Solana would have been around here. Unfortunately, I didn't enter any shorts because I ended up freaking putting my dumb money into some dumb Solana meme tokens that tanked literally as soon as I jumped in. So I lost quite a bit of SOL. I probably lost over like 7 or 8 SOL in the beginning of the month, and I'm like, okay, dude, I've had enough trading, so I'm taking a break right now from trading. I'm just going to be focusing on this dump coming in to dollar cost average. But I also believe that Solana is still going to go ahead and continue to dump, and an opportunity to go ahead and open another short would be at the 97. So do expect Solana to possibly go ahead and pump back up to 97, 90, 98. Maybe depending on the wicks, and then have another dump coming back down to 70, the 75 zone, which on my title says 69 to 70. And then I believe from here, from this zone right here at the 69, is going to go ahead and pump back up, probably retest either $85 or $78, and then it's going to dump back down. So I think my price target overall for Solana is going to be around this zone right here. I think it's going to be between the 70 to the $50 range. I think that these two zones would be pretty good areas. If obviously these two zones continue to dump, we could go ahead and see Solana coming all the way down to around $40 to 32, which I highly doubt. I don't think Solana is going to go down that bad. I think at the most we're probably only going to see Solana dump around this area, this range right here. And that's only because right here, even at the $60 to the $50 range, we have pretty good support. I wouldn't say it's the best support, but zooming out, I guess you could go ahead and say that there's somewhat of area of support. The issue is here that when we were pumping right here, we never had any resistance. This is the reason why we freaking flew to the moon, was because we had no resistance. And that's why I said, when you fly through the resistance like that, when you start coming down, you're going to come down freaking hard. And so yeah, expect Solana to go ahead and test $70. But I do think that if it doesn't hold around this range, you could go ahead and expect between no lower than $49 to around $60. This whole entire range right here would be really good. If you don't want to time the market, just dollar cost average, bro. Don't overcomplicate your life. If you're here to go ahead and sell Solana in the next 2 years, your best bet is dollar cost averaging. Don't try timing the market, because realistically, this thing could also just pump like this. Realistically, as much as you want to go ahead and say it should go down, realistically, because we're in the space of Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, this thing could just moon and then hit our price target of 144. But I do believe we're going to go ahead and come down to these zones, retest it, consolidate, and then retest these levels back up. And then once we hit 147, our next price target is going to be 214. So that's going to be towards the mid of 2024. Entering into 2025, I do believe maybe even sooner, we will be seeing Solana over $215. So this is what I believe is going to happen with Solana. Let me know down below what your thoughts are, but I do think right now with Solana, it's probably a really good buying opportunity. And then with Bitcoin, I do want to talk about Bitcoin, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the DXY. So continue to ask more questions if you have any. I do see over 29 watchers right now. Smash that like button for me, chat. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything to smash the like button. Like what I'm asking for does not take that much time, and it doesn't cost you anything. Plus, you've been getting warnings about the market for the last couple freaking 12 days. Like if you're new to the channel, subscribe, turn on post notifications, because I've been warning everybody of my community members that Solana was going to hit the price targets that we're at right now. So everybody in my community is not shocked. They're not scared. They're not running around like headless chickens thinking, oh, wow, dude, Solana's collapsing. No, they're actually buying the dips, and they're actually making money right now, because you know, I've been warning my community for the last 12 days about this coming. So if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on information like this, turn on post notifications. You will catch me live literally twice a day, daily, 7 days a week. And I'm looking to go ahead and do 3 videos total a day. So literally 5 to 7 days a week of 3 videos. You can't miss out on that. Talking about Bitcoin, I've been actually quite bullish with Bitcoin, surprisingly, because I've been quite the biggest bear with Bitcoin and Solana. But I'll go ahead and tell you the honest truth. So Bitcoin actually looks more bullish than freaking Solana at this point. I did mention that our price target for Bitcoin was to go ahead and approach this 44,328 area. It looks like we have touched that area, and right now we are holding this area of support around the 43,900. So it's actually looking very, very bullish. So I do believe that with the anticipation of a Bitcoin ETF, we could go ahead and see Bitcoin probably touch $48,000 before we actually go ahead and see a downside. Or maybe it's 54,000. Maybe it's 54,000, right? But I do think that between these two zones for Bitcoin, it's very, very possible with the action of what's going on with the ETF, and that's just based on what we're seeing in the charts, right? Should Bitcoin have a 30 to 40% correction? Of course. I mean, we just saw a financial advisor say that himself on this freaking article. Like, I've been saying this for the past couple months about a 30 to 40% correction on Bitcoin, and people have been saying the opposite. Now, a financial advisor said that himself. So I don't know. I don't know who you should believe, right? Just believe whoever you think you should. But as I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news. If Bitcoin's price action is not priced in, I do believe that Bitcoin's going to go ahead and have a sell-off after we do have a massive run-up. So don't be surprised if we do go ahead and see Bitcoin have a massive run where everybody's going to be like, John, I freaking told you so. The market was going to be freaking bullish. We're going to the moon. And we probably break past $48,000. We hit the $54,000 and everybody's like, all retail. It's going to mostly be retail, bro. It's always the case. It's never the smart, good traders or the investors. It's always freaking retail that believes everything they see on YouTube, especially with the guy with gray hair that lives in a freaking basement. They're gonna believe that guy over anybody else, right? They're gonna be like, oh, this guy John told me Bitcoin's going to $100,000, and they're gonna believe him for whatever freaking dumb reason, and they're gonna buy the top like usual. You're going to buy the tops, and then institutional sellers and you know, smart traders are going to go ahead and sell to everybody. Bitcoin's going to dump to $32,000 somewhere over here. And then everybody's going to be scared again, running like headless chickens with Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's going to go ahead and pump again. And then we're going to have the biggest bull run in history when Bitcoin hits somewhere around these zones. We're going to go ahead and see it take off. It's going to do a massive cup and handle pattern, bro. And this thing's going to go to the moon. But most people are going to honestly miss out on this. They're going to miss out on this dump, because after they get wrecked and they lose all their money, they started going all in at the top, because that's typically what retail loves to do. They love going all in when Bitcoin's pumping. They never like buying on the red. They like buying when everything's pumping, like when everybody's excited about it and all of that, right? That's just what retail loves to do. So everybody's going to be buying the top. Let's say ETF gets approved, Bitcoin hits $60,000 to $70,000 because it's possible, and then the market dumps, and then everybody starts crying, and then calls for Bitcoin dumping to $10,000, which will probably never happen ever again. I think the lowest we'll see in Bitcoin moving forward, I think probably the lowest we'll ever see it will be around the $27,000 to the $30,000 range. I don't think you'll probably ever catch Bitcoin back to the $10,000 areas. Is it possible? 100%, but I don't think we'll ever see that ever again after this bull run happens. So I do expect Bitcoin to do some sort of movement this coming up week. Right now we are in neutral state. So far, I would say I'm neutral overall because of what's going on with the DXY. But the reason why I'm kind of bullish is due to the fact that we are actually holding this area of support. So in order for this to go ahead and be completely bearish on Bitcoin, I would like to go ahead and see this fall below, let's just even say 43,000, or just to play it pretty clear and very, very easily, I would like to go ahead and see Bitcoin fall below 42,888 in order to go ahead and confirm that this is bearish, and the news with Bitcoin is probably not going to do anything. Right now we are in this kind of sideways movement where we're kind of consolidating and looking to go ahead and make a major move, whether that major move is going to be to the upside or to the downside. But right now, I wouldn't be surprised if retail actually does push Bitcoin to $48,000 because of the hype that's going on, right? The thing that I'm only concerned about is the DXY. The DXY does look like it's reaching some areas of support, but I did mention right here on the DXY that there's still a possibility the DXY could go ahead and fall below 102, coming down to around this range right here, and then have a massive reversal where Bitcoin pumps temporary for the next couple of days, and then it just continues to dump because the DXY makes new all-time highs. That's one of the cases that could happen, right? Another second case is market opens tomorrow, DXY actually makes new highs, breaking this area of resistance, and the market freaking corrects. And we could either go ahead and have it pump, and then coming towards the ETF, the DXY could go ahead and retest the levels back up, Bitcoin freaking pumps, and then the DXY takes off. Or we just see some movement like this where eventually it takes off, right? So regardless of the case, the DXY is having a reversal right now. If we were to go ahead and see a pump in Bitcoin, which I think is very, very possible, and the only reason why I say this is because we actually saw the stock market end green on a Friday, which typically does not happen if there isn't any good news during the week. The other case scenario is that they ended they ended up green on a Friday to go ahead and trick everybody that, you know, this coming up week is going to be bullish. But typically when we see the Dow Jones and the Nasdaq end green on a Friday, which, you know, mostly institutional buyers and sellers don't hold on to the market on the weekend if they don't feel confident, that typically means the market's going to pump. So as I mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if leading to the ETF, we see a Bitcoin pump and a whole entire market rally with Nasdaq and Dow Jones, because it's honestly, it's actually a really huge thing for the stock market as well. It's a huge thing for Wall Street, bro. I wouldn't say it's that big for the crypto community. Is it big for an ETF? Yes, but it's a bigger day for Wall Street. It's not that big for us. Crypto's really, really small compared to the stock market, right? So it's actually really, really big news for everything in the Nasdaq that's trading, like crypto miners. I think crypto miners might go up like crazy too during this coming up week, and in the anticipation of the ETF. So and we're already kind of seeing like the dollar wanting to go ahead and start on the red, right? So that's the only thing that my concern is the DXY. But as I mentioned, even with the Nasdaq and the Dow Jones, we reached this level of resistance, which typically dumps when Bitcoin happens, and this is the reason why we've been seeing Bitcoin dump as well, right? So right now, it looks like the Nasdaq is going to go ahead and do some sort of reversal. So we could probably go ahead and see some sort of reversal up to the 16,665 and then reach some sort of areas of resistance and dump back down, or what we could go ahead and see, which is going to freaking take Bitcoin to all-time highs, where listen very carefully. If you're bullish on Bitcoin, you're like, John, whatever, dude, I don't care what you have to say. Just, I know Bitcoin's going to $100,000 because my favorite influencer said so. I also do believe what could happen is that we could go ahead and see the NASDAQ do some sort of movement where it breaks past this area of resistance, it goes up. Freaking tech sector's pumping like crazy, bro. Everybody's freaking excited. Everybody's like, yeah, I'm buying Meta and Netflix and Amazon because it's freaking pumping. I don't think you can buy Amazon, can you? Fang? Yeah, it is. Oh no, it's Apple. Anyways, I think I don't think Amazon's in it. I think it's what, Facebook, Apple, Netflix. We did N, FANG, Google, Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, Fang. So all the freaking fangs are going to go up, bro, in this coming up week. And retail's going to probably end up buying the tops like usual. And they're going to be buying the top where freaking Facebook, Apple, freaking Netflix, all of them are making new all-time highs. Retail gets super excited. They're like, yeah, guys, we're back in a bull run. And then this thing dumps. And then Bitcoin starts coming down as well. The good thing about this is altcoin season will begin. And after altcoin season, we have meme coin season run. So I mean, we could probably have some sort of correction for probably about a month. When we get the correction, we might have it last for about a month and a half, where it just consolidates. It just probably just dumps, consolidates. Then we have meme coin season come in, and then we're probably gonna see Bitcoin start taking off again in July. So I think after we get this massive pump in Bitcoin, which I don't know when, when we have the correction, we're going to go ahead and see Bitcoin do a reversal around July, because that's usually what happens around September. Early September is when we start having a reversal in the market. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm kind of tired. Damn, dude, we have so many freaking viewers, bro. Welcome, everybody. Smash that like button for me. It's completely free. I wasn't expecting so many viewers right now. Good, Matt G. Do you think crypto will continue to decline? I don't know whether to take out my profits. I mean, Solana, I do think Solana is going to continue to dump, bro. And as I mentioned, I just gave you the reasons why, right? Because Bitcoin moves with the freaking Dow Jones, or with the Nasdaq, which is considered the tech sector. Can we have a reversal on Solana? 100%. But I was warning the community about Solana dumping at the levels that they're at here for the past 12 days. Literally for the past 12 days, my community is not surprised that Solana has dumped, because I've been talking about Solana dumping for the last 12 days. Besides the fact that everybody's been saying the opposite, like, John, you're the biggest bear. Freaking Solana is going to go to the freaking moon. Solana to $500. Do I believe Solana is going to go to $500? 100%. Do I think it's going to happen now? I don't think so. Can it happen? 100%. But the only reason why is because Solana really hasn't established any area of support. So I believe Solana is probably going to be reaching around $47 to $60. Honestly, it just depends, bro. Are you leverage trading? If you're leverage trading, obviously you should have been taking, profits. If you've been longing the market, like just as an investor, you should have been taking profits around these areas right here, bro. Around these areas right here, you should have been taking profits of Solana. If you're down right now, I wouldn't be selling. Obviously, not financial advice, but if you're in profits, let's say you're up $15,000 in profits, I would probably only take $5,000 in profits, bro. Honestly, or like $8,000. So just in case if it doesn't dump anymore and this thing goes up, at least you still have money invested, right? But more than likely this thing's gonna dump, and if it does dump, you buy the dips. You start buying the dips right here at $50 to $40. If you're bullish on a project, you shouldn't really be too concerned about what's gonna happen about the price action now, right? Long term, Solana in the next year to 2 years total, I believe Solana is going to be worth over $500. So if you're not here to time the market and you're not in need of that money to go ahead and like buy whatever you want or diversify or buy more dips, then I would suggest just I guess watch your money fall back to zero and then just watch it go back up and just continue to buy the dips and maybe wait for the next run up and take profits this time. But this is the reason why you should be taking profits every time. You have to understand that nothing goes up forever. And I've been warning my community about Solana since the beginning. We were actually invested in Solana back over here, chat. My community and I were invested in Solana back around $37. And we were actually trading bonk around this area right here. So we made a lot of freaking money. The time I started exiting Solana was around this zone right here. Around this zone right here was when I started exiting Solana. Around the zone, around November was when I started. So I rode the wave from November from $43 all the way up to 70, and this is where I started to step away from Solana because I understood that it was freaking overpriced and it was really, really scary even to freaking swing trade because of no actual area of resistance and support being able to be established. So now when Solana dumps, it would be a pretty good shorting opportunity plus a longing opportunity as soon as you see the bottom. But when it comes to stuff like this, bro, it just really depends on. This is the reason why I say I'm not a financial advisor, because I don't know what your finances look like, right? Everybody has different finances. Some people day trade this market to make money. Some people just like to invest long term and don't care about where the market goes, and they're looking to go ahead and cash out in the next 3 to 4 years. With that being said, I also don't know how big your bag is. There's some people here that have over $100,000 on Solana or over $100,000 in profits, and they ask me like, should I take profits? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Do you need the money? Do you need the money? Do you want to go ahead and do something with the money? Like, are you in need of it? Like, is this extra? It's like $100,000 extra for you. Is that like $1,000 to you? Like, this is the reason why I can't give financial advice, because everybody's situation is different. To some people, $100,000 might be like $1,000 to them. So some people, $100,000 could be life-changing money. So I really don't know, and I can't tell you exactly, but based on what I just told you, I think you can make a pretty good decision on what to do. As I said, if you really think, if you really need the money for whatever reason, or you want to diversify, because I believe there's going to be a buying opportunity in this market overall, then I would suggest taking somewhat of a profit. Maybe take 20 or 30%. Take a 20 to 30% profit. If the market dumps, you buy the dips. If the market doesn't dump, you only took out 20 to 30%. Solana dick butts is at 0.21. Let's freaking go. Yeah, what is Solana dick butts, bro? Can you tell us about Solana dick butts? Any other questions, chat, by the way? Go ahead and smash that like button for me, please. 19 likes, 31 watchers. 33 watchers and only 20 likes. Come on, chat. Doesn't cost you anything. 10 more likes. But yeah, this is the reason why I'm quite bearish with Solana short term. As I mentioned, everything's kind of playing up. The Nasdaq and the Dow Jones. I believe we could still continue to see a rally coming up on the stock market this week. With the, as I mentioned, anticipations of the ETF, Bitcoin could go ahead and have a massive pump, and it is kind of the reason why Solana would also be dumping, right? Because Bitcoin dominance is shifting onto Bitcoin. More interest is going into Bitcoin instead of Solana and these higher cap altcoins, because they're viewed as a little bit riskier, right? And these traders want to go to what's seemed as secured, right? Not as volatile, which would be Bitcoin. And then that's kind of the reason why we're seeing now Solana take a breather, because Bitcoin wasn't doing much and then Solana was pumping like crazy. Now that money from Solana has topped from Bonk and all these meme tokens, and now is shifting back into the Bitcoin ecosystem. And then once it goes from Bitcoin and Bitcoin tops, so once Bitcoin hits $50,000 or $60,000, I don't know what price action I think it's going to hit. I think it's probably due to hit $48,000 if the bullish momentum continues. Obviously, it doesn't look too well on the charts, in my opinion. But as I said, it's possible coming tomorrow or tonight, depending on the time you're watching this, that we do go ahead and have some sort of bullish momentum in the market. I think it's very, very possible, even though we're due for a correction. So whether the correction's at $48,000, $54,000, I don't know, but a correction will be coming very soon for Bitcoin as well. Once Bitcoin tops off, whether let's say it's $54,000, we're going to go ahead and see, in my opinion, as you saw that financial advisor say, about a 30% correction. And he believes that Bitcoin should be around $32,000. So I think from a $32,000 correction, that would take us to Bitcoin being around $48,000 being the top. $48,000 to $49,000 being the top for Bitcoin to be at $32,000 on the range. And I think that's, once this dump happens for Bitcoin, a lot more people are going to be bullish on Bitcoin and would actually be buying Bitcoin at these areas compared to the higher areas that we've been looking at. So I think overall for Bitcoin, after we see this dump, whether it's right here, let's say $48,000 is the top, after we see this kind of movement, now we're going to see all the money shift back into Solana. So it's actually quite funny, right? Because Bitcoin pumps, Solana dumps, and then once Solana dumps, by the time Bitcoin's dumping, Solana is going to pump. And then Solana is going to make new all-time highs, meaning then all the altcoins make new all-time highs. All the money shifting to Ethereum right now. After we have all that money shifted there, then we're going to go ahead and see a massive inflow into, when we have altcoin season, into DeFi. So a lot of these meme tokens are going to start pumping after around April to May. So we typically have, a few months into altcoin season, or a few weeks, few days depending. And then after we see that shift from altcoin season, we see a meme coin season, which is typically followed by around May, June, July. That's usually where the top of the meme coin cycle is. And then that's when we have freaking meme coin season. And this is what I could go ahead and show you with that, right? We could go ahead and use a Bitcoin dominance chart, and I could go ahead and show you what that would look like. And this is based on information that I've been seeing for the last couple of years, right? This is not guaranteed, but this is information that I've been witnessing myself for the last couple of years. BTC dominance. I put TC. BTC dominance. Market dominance. So when we go ahead and see this Bitcoin dominance right here, this tells us the dominance of Bitcoin, right? The strength of Bitcoin, the shift into Bitcoin, right? And I like looking at the daily chart on the Bitcoin dominance. Sorry, the monthly, not the daily. And I've been telling everybody for the last couple of years that typically I've noticed when Bitcoin retraces to these levels of 48 to 47% dominance on Bitcoin, we typically see on a meme coin season happen. Right here back in 2021, around July, September, this is where Shiba Inu was created. This is where the Shiba token was created, right? When did we see the freaking pump in Shiba? Around October. This is where Bitcoin dominance fell below 43%. This is where Shiba Inu actually pumped. Shiba was created right here. Shiba pumped right here. When Bitcoin dominance dumped from 48% or even higher, it dumped from let's say from 72% down to 42%. That's when Shiba actually pumped and was created around this zone right here. Created around this area, pumped around this zone right here. What did we have right here last year? I don't remember, but we had meme coin season pumping around June. And then we started taking off all the way leading into September. This is where meme coin season started, and then it started taking off until November. Then we had the year of 2023. What happened right here, chat? What happened around May? April, May. What happened? Pepe was created. Pepe was created around this zone right here. But what happened? Typically, we would be followed with a dump, because we've been doing that for the past couple years, for the past 1, 2, this would have been the third year doing this, and it actually did quite the opposite. Bitcoin dominance actually went high, causing the meme tokens to freaking dump like crazy after July. That's when we had Pepe, Pepe 2, we had the Pepe original token. So right now, once we see this top of Bitcoin dominance, whether it's at 70% or it's at 55%, once we shift down to the 47%, this is where meme coin season begins. So there's going to be a new big token. So like what we're seeing right now with Bonk is nothing, bro. Just wait until we have Bitcoin dominance fall below 47.10%. And you're going to see a freaking crazy meme coin rally. And that's when I'm going to be investing into meme coins. Right now, I'm done with meme coins. I think meme coins are you're probably going to lose more money right now because I feel like we're kind of reaching the top of a market. Can you still make money? 100%. I know there's a lot of you still making money on meme tokens, but I'm not going to touch meme tokens until we get to 47% Bitcoin dominance. Can this be just, I guess, a coincidence that in August of 2021, Shiba was created around these zones at the 47% Bitcoin dominance, pumped around 42, 100%. But is it a coincidence that it happened not twice, but 3 times? You know, like Pepe hit $1 billion and it wasn't even meme coin season. We had Bonk hit over $1 billion, $2 billion, and it wasn't meme coin season. We saw what other freaking token? Bonky hit over 40 million. We're seeing these Solana tokens hit 200 million, and it's not even meme coin season. So now imagine what we'll see when we actually reach to these levels of 70. We see it top off, and then we see the meme coin rally come on again. And this is where everybody is going to be freaking making so much freaking money, bro, out of thin air, kind of like the Federal Reserve, printing out of the Federal Reserve freaking balance sheet, dude. That's how we're going to be printing money back right here when meme coin season begins. So I can't wait for this season right here. This is what I'm waiting for patiently. I'm waiting for altcoin season, meme coin season. So right now, moving forward, I'm just going to focus on stacking up money, dollar cost averaging into a lot of positions. And if I look for any trading opportunities that look good, then I would either long or short this market. But right now, I think we're more of a shorting market. I wouldn't short the market now. The one that was a really good short was Solana. But right now, overall, like I wouldn't be shorting Bitcoin, dude. I'd wait for Bitcoin to lose its dominance at around $40,000. And I think that's when it would be a good entry for Bitcoin, around the $40,000 to the $39,000, where we'll see an actual confirmation where Bitcoin continues to go down and possibly hit $32,000. But in order to see that, we need to see a top in Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin could potentially still rally up despite the bearish news. And that's only because we have the ETF news with the NASDAQ finishing up bullish, which is usually not usual on a weekend for the stock market to finish like this. If the stock market finishes like that, that usually means that it's some bullish news in the back end that Wall Street knows is going to happen. So that's kind of the only reason why I'm kind of bullish right now in Bitcoin. But on the rest of the tokens, I think it could be a buying opportunity for many of us. We're seeing a lot of red in the market as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it on my end. I'm not sure if you have any other questions you want to ask me. Hope all of you smash that like button for me. Let's go ahead and see. It's an entity derivatives of crypto dick butts on ETH. I've never heard of that token, bro. Let's see. What is that token? Yeah, I saw those freaking NFTs. These are pretty sick. This one's pretty cool, bro. I'd buy me something like this. Yeah, quite freaking weird NFTs, but tell me, like, for sure, like, I would grab me something like this, dude. They're pretty cool. This is a pixelated art, dude. It's pretty sick. But anyways, chat, I hope all of you enjoyed this video today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, go ahead and support the channel by using my links down below. BingX, MEXC, no KYC. Bybit does offer KYC, or does ask for KYC. And then NordVPN offering 69% off and 3 months extra for every one of you that wants to go ahead and support the channel. You could also support the channel by using that like button. It's completely free. Share it with your mom, dog, cousin, or uncle on this crypto journey that you're having, and give me a follow at ALTCOIN John. If you want to go ahead and feel free to DM me, message me directly as well. If you want to go ahead and support the channel, make sure to go ahead and use my Discord as well. It's completely free right now at the moment. It won't be free for long, so definitely go ahead and take advantage of the free YouTube or the free Discord platform, where I give you daily technical analysis on Bitcoin and news that I'm seeing. Also give you hot plays. For example, I'll give you a few plays right now. These are my top trending altcoins for 2024, which would be a lot more videos coming soon. So if you're watching this right now, make sure to go ahead and pause it, screenshot this. You have about 30 seconds to do it. Or you could just go ahead and join my Discord, which is completely free. I've also called this hot alert right here that my researcher gave me, because I do have a researcher that helps me research all these projects. Right here was one of them, which was Cetus. So you'll be able to get a lot of this information before it goes out on YouTube, or I make a YouTube video. Another one right here, Vulcan Forge, which is back here. I think it was on Friday or Saturday that I gave that. And then I gave also some technical analysis that my researcher provided. So this is completely free information that you can go ahead and take advantage of. Eventually, this all will be a paid platform. Probably in the next couple months. I don't know, maybe 3 months, maybe 2 months. I don't know, but it won't be free for long. So definitely take advantage of the Discord. I really do appreciate every one of you, Dabmaster, everybody that tuned in, Ryan, Tillery, Soul, Mainstream, Black Ranger, Billy. Appreciate every one of you, and anybody that I missed, just go ahead and comment down below, and make sure to participate in the live stream, dude. I want everybody to be interactive on this, whether you agree with me or dislike it. This is a rainbow chart right here, and we are in this accumulating phase. And just to let everybody know, typically on the Bitcoin halvings, we usually do see some sort of downside, and I believe Dabmaster said because the miners cash out their money, which kind of makes sense. They cash out their Bitcoin, if I could recall correctly. But anyways, I hope all of you have a wonderful day. The play of the week is going to be SEI. This is going to be the Solana killer, as they say. This thing compares all of the freaking information right here with all these tokens: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, or should I say blockchain, and you have SEI apparently being the best compared to Solana. So this is the Solana killer for all those asking. 5020, how's it going, bro? I already did TA on Solana a few times. I did it probably like 3 times. So feel free to go ahead and go back to the video. But just because you tuned in right now, I could go ahead and do a quick technical analysis for you. And I'll go ahead and end the video now. But I do believe my price target for Solana is going to be coming around the 50 to the 60 zone. This is my technical analysis right here, where I think Solana is going to hit this price range around the 50 to 60. And that's just due to the fact that we haven't had any area of support. I've actually been calling Solana to reach some sort of top since we were at around $120. So around this whole entire zone right here, I was really bearish on Solana, and I was telling my whole community to expect Solana to come down to these levels. You could also go back to all my videos if you don't believe that, but I've been pretty much really bearish with Solana for the last 12 days. So my community is not surprised that Solana has finally dumped, right? So I do believe there will be a strong area of support around the $50 to the $60 range. Can this thing reverse back up? Yeah, in order for this to be bullish, I would like to see Solana break above and hold 99. So it has to be over $96 in order for me to be bullish on Solana. Just do keep in mind, Solana could go ahead and reach 96 to 98. And then it's going to go ahead and dump one last time. So just be aware of that, and that's going to be an opportunity for bears to enter the market. So don't be surprised if Solana in the next couple of days or hours, we do see a pump up to 96, 99 almost, and then we have another dump down to the downside. There isn't much support with Solana, and that's kind of the problem with Solana and what I've been mentioning the whole entire time, that Solana has no support. And the higher we go, the lower we're going to collapse as we start coming down. Tillery says, thank you, bro. I appreciate everything and the content information. I appreciate every one of you, man. I appreciate you. Hope all of you are having a wonderful weekend today. Happy Sunday, happy Monday, depending on the time you're watching this. I hope all of you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch all of